Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province. Ladies and gentlemen, in the afternoon of February 4, 2023, the 14th day of the first lunar month, Hoa Thanh Thao held the 38th Kim Quang Cave Revolution Traditional Meeting, the Spring of Rabbit 2023. Attending the meeting, there were the Standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Phạm Hùng Thái, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Dương Văn Thắng.
Opening the meeting was a lion dance, dragon dance, and a special cultural program with the theme Living Forever Kim Quang to commemorate the years of fighting extremely arduous but very heroic. In the solemn atmosphere, leaders and delegates respectfully bowed and burned incense to commemorate the heroes who fought and sacrificed to make the heroic Kim Quang Cave and greatly contributed to the cause of nation liberation. According to revolutionary documents, during the fiercest period of the struggle for the liberation of the South, the District Party Committee and the Holy See District Team decided to station troops at Kim Quang Cave. This is the last rock cave with an altitude of 150 meters with favorable terrain that greatly helps the existence activities of our people. The traditional festival of Kim Quang Cave has been considered as the cultural activities of the people of Hoa Thanh Thao, TayNinhTV province for nearly 40 years in order to remember, honor, and be grateful to compatriots, comrades, and soldiers who have freely sacrificed for the fatherland, thereby educating the patriotic tradition for the young generation.
In February 2023, people of Yum Châu Town will have tap water for daily life. This is one of the projects to expand and develop the domestic water supply system for people of TayNinhTV Water Supply and Sewerage Joint Stock Company. Project of building water supply system from TayNinhTV Water Plant on Boiler Road, TayNinhTV City to Yum Châu Town, Yum Châu District, with a total investment of more than 40 billion Vietnam dong. The water pipeline from the water plant to Yum Châu District has basically been completed. According to the leader of TayNinhTV Water Supply and Sewerage Joint Stock Company, due to the influence of fluctuations in the world, the import of equipment was late compared to the plan, so the operating time of the system to supply water was delayed compared to the plan. Currently, the equipment has been imported and is expected to supply water to Yum Châu District in mid-February 2023. The audience, the road to An Bình Gò Nổi Ferry Wharf, also known as Sầm Nổi 2 Road, was formed in 2015 with a length of 2 kilometers. It was initially a road to transport agricultural products and materials of local rice farmers to Vàm Cỏ Đồng River.
Since it came into operation, this route has become a bridge between An Bình and Ninh Điền communes Châu Thành district, creating many advantages and shortening the time of circulation and transportation of agricultural products for farmers. However, with the increased traffic volume and the current state of the earth road, after a while the road was damaged. The rainy season is muddy and slippery. The dry season is bumpy with potholes, causing difficulties and affecting people's travel. It's also very influential. It's very difficult to walk, following the field, carry fertilizer. It's very slippery. It's also very difficult to transport rice. The vehicle can't move out. The cost is heavy. Recently, the roads have been damaged too much, so people have difficulties of traveling. The ferry stops operating. The continuous damage of the road hasn't been firmly repaired, leading to people being afraid to move on this road, leading to the ferry line being suspended for about 3 months, making people even more inconvenient in traveling. Most people have to take double or triple detours, which is expensive for travel, adding to the cost of production. I hope that the roads will be convenient, the ferry wharf will be reopened, let people go back and forth to shorten the time and not face difficulties. The commune also had a meeting where people asked to extend 2 meters on each side 7 out of 10 people agree. Meanwhile, 3 others haven't answered due to the ditch. I hope that the road will be built and the ferry operates for people to travel more conveniently. It also notes that the plan is available, but the time and method to repair, upgrade, and expand this road isn't specific. In the meantime, who are forced to travel this road still suffer such hardships.
Turn to other news. In the reflection corner broadcasted last time, we maintained about the situation of encroaching on the roadside, causing many difficulties for people participating in traffic at the intersection of Cách mạng tháng 8, Lý Thường Kiệt, Lạc Long Quân, bordering Hiệp Ninh World and World 4. Immediately after receiving information from the press, the functional sector intervened to overcome the above situation. This is the image of business encroaching on the roadside that we have reflected previously at the intersection of Cách mạng tháng 8, Lý Thường Kiệt, Lạc Long Quân, near the gate of Hoa Viện Cầu Đài Holy See. And here is a picture of the functional forces involved standing at Cách mạng tháng 8 street. Since the functional forces have intervened, the traffic landscape is very good. There are no daily traffic jams. The people travel very safely. The government maintains traffic as long as possible so that people can avoid traffic accidents from New Year's Day until now. The force has cleared the sidewalk very empty. It is convenient for people to walk. In fact, when a functional force was available, the situation of trading in road on the roadside was corrected. But when it left, the above situation recurred. In order to prevent the trading encroaching on the roadside, not only the functional forces, but everyone's cooperation, because this situation will bring many risks of traffic accidents and loss of urban beauty.
On Route 7A6, passing through World 1 TayNinhTV has a spontaneous garbage collection point that has existed for a long time, creating a rather disheveled and expensive menace in the eyes of the locals, as well as people passing through the area. The authorities of World 1 have repeatedly proposed to cleanly collect and also put up a ban on discharging garbage in this area. However, due to thinly populated, after a while, the functional unit has cleared, then everything's going to be alright. Garbage is accumulated for a long time, causing stench and pollution. At voter meetings, voters of TayNinhTV had many recommendations on the situation of indiscriminate littering and dumping in the central ward areas. Garbage collection has come into order, but the suburban areas, sparsely populated roads, vacant lots and canal areas are still regularly dumped indiscriminately. This is also a common problem occurring in many other districts in the province.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the lotus fields of TayNinhTV district are blooming so beautifully. Many people are busy harvesting to serve customers from far and wide who need to buy lotus flowers to make offerings on the 15th day of the lunar month. Lotus is bringing bustling wealth and fragrant full moon days to growers. Along National Highway 22B, the section passing road Temple Hamlet TayNinhTV district in the days before and on the full moon day of January was filled with this white lotus bush. Every full moon occasion, this area is bustling and crowded. The owner of the shop did not stop to bundle its lotus fruit to move to many places in town. I sent letters to the other branches. I wrote to Saigon to sell who take in that turf. I wrote it on 3 o'clock or 1 o'clock. The full moon day sells more than the weekday. Few people take it on weekdays. Many customers inside outside the province when looking to buy lotus flowers for sale on the full moon day are also familiar with this place. Come here, you can order as many lotus as you want, from a few hundred to more than 1,000 flowers. Just need to tell one day in advance. They are always available, plenty a lot of quantity. Previously, there are only a few selling points, but now this area has quite a lot of buying and selling points due to the increasing demand of the market. The lotus flowers are displayed at family or worshipped at pagodas, offices, weddings, and engagement ceremony. The beauty of the lotus flowers is now more attractive to young people. Dominating in this area is the pure white lotus flowers with many petals, strong stem, also known as the Kuan Yin lotus. However, some customers still prefer lotus with more vibrant colors. Then the lotus sellers are quick-witted to respond to customer needs in this way. Have people asked to spray color for a long time? I spray color on it myself. I made them in advance and the buyers see that, then they accepted. Almost every shop owner selling lotus in Thanh Hamlet take flowers from home row fields. In the past, they used to be rice-growing farmers or workers. After realizing that lotus was popular in the market, they quickly rented fields to switch to lotus cultivation. Therefore, TayNinhTV and some neighboring communes have more and more lotus fields. It takes about 3 to 4 months for lotus to flowers, and with the climate in TayNinh, it's good to grow lotus flowers in any season. Some people rent a lot of fields to grow crops interspacedly, so that every month there is a harvest to serve on the full moon. For many years, the lotus flowers have not depended on the growers here, bringing the rich and fragrant full moon seasons. We harvest many times, 100 harvested 3 times, with hundreds of millions Vietnam dong, 3 times more profitable than rice cultivation. Harvest takes more time, the taking care is not hard like rice. We can sell all things from the flowers, rootlets, and leaves. Beautiful leaves can be sold 1,000 for 1 leaf. At this time, lotus flowers from Thanh Hamlet are spread everywhere inside and outside the province, contributing to making the full moon of January become red and vibrant. Then through the full moon days, there will be no people to buy flowers, but the farmers grow lotus flowers, continue to harvest all the products of the lotus flowers to sell to the market, serving food needs, especially vegetarian cuisine, and like lotus flowers in the field, they cling to the field again, diligently waiting for a new crop for the full moon of following month. That's all for today TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.